Last year, JackZ was one win away from reaching the playoffs of Hogs War League. Last year, Niclas was one win away from winning the entire thing. And now, 1 year later, their journey starts again, as well as the journey of 14 players competing in Hogs of War League. What is up, everybody? It's ADB95, and I got Pinstripe in the commentary booth with me.
Hello!
It is already time for Season 4. It's been a minute.
It has.
And we are ready with the first match between Niclas and JackZ. The guys are wasting no time, even though this is a pre-recorded match. We're gonna play in Over the Top. Would you like to read the lineups for Over the Top or the guys?
Oh baby, we've got Over the Top, and then Chill Hill, and then Bridge the Gap. But for this first round, it will be JackZ going first. He's going with the Para Gunner Med Sapper Para. Meanwhile, Niclas is coming out with the Scout Grenadier Med Para Gunner. So Niclas putting all of his chips in this first round. Don't forget, you can only use 2 meds and the single Gren, so he's using it first time round, which I think is a good investment on Over the Top. This is going to be a lengthy one, I imagine.
Yeah, like, there's already so many things to notice about just the lineups, because Niclas is usually the guy who just finds all kinds of shortcuts in any possible map, so like long-range maps don't matter at all for him, so it makes complete sense for me that he is going all attack on this one.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think, ooh, that's a bit of a
bit too short,
undershot there from JackZ. I mean, looking at the comparison between these two, like you were saying from last season, Niclas with those 5 wins and just a single loss to Angurio. The last time these two met, it was Niclas who took it 2-0. So whether or not we'll be seeing the same, I don't know. I mean, JackZ is definitely the underdog going into this, but he's starting off fairly strongly with the body block. And Niclas, of course, doing his signature jumps of breaking my maps and getting the bazooka with the Scout.
I tried to do the straight one, but there's supposedly that way of traversing over with just angling the jump in a way that you just skip the slippery tile.
Yeah, is that going to make it? I think it's just got enough. Oh, gets it straight on the med. So poison from a distance, that's a good start, strong start from the Scout as well. Again, I was looking at the lineups thinking, what's his plan with the Scout? And you can see it immediately. Bazooka is going to be very helpful for the long range in the latter portion of this first round.
Yeah, I mean, it's going as we predicted. Over the Top was, like, complained all over in Grunt seasons. But I always said that I wanted to see it played by 2 experienced players. I mean, who better than Niclas to break the shit out of this map?
So true. And the blimp is directly above. Only a second to get this away. I think it's got... Yeah, he's got enough. No, the blimp's still lingering. Ooh, just misses. But that's
nice.
A beautiful hit. We'll get the splash as well. Full 60.
Yeah, very well played by JackZ. He just waited enough time for the blimp to go away and manages to get a 60 with a mortar on the Grenadier.
Interestingly, again, talking about last season, JackZ's 2 wins from his 4 losses came in the final 2 weeks of that season. He actually beat Fab 2-1 and JJ, I think it was... No, sorry, beat Fab 2-0 and JJ 2-1, so victory's coming late for JackZ, but I imagine, as it is with all players with this first week, we're wanting to get some wins on the board early. And that's, again, targeting the orderly. 24, and it's going to be a
0-second grenade there, and that's a frame freeze.
Hefty damage.
Which,
39.
If you didn't know, Pin happens a bit with net play, but it just unfreezes itself pretty quickly.
Is that the input delay stuff, or...?
No, it's just the game has a hold up to, I don't know. It happens for both players as far as I know, so it's probably not due to the synchronizing thing.
Funky. But we will see the first triangle. Oh, so long as he can keep his footing. No, he's down. So unlucky for JackZ, and he won't get the shot away. Oh, man.
Yeah. Unlucky, because I think with Niclas's medic's position, I don't think there could have been a heal at all if he managed to get that trank out.
Yeah, it would have been way too long a distance to go. But
it does make me wonder, why did Niclas put his medic in that position?
Yeah, I mean...
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on a second there. I mean, still, it wouldn't been able to reach. I knew about this one, this last skip in the middle part here, but but he doesn't manage to hit, and I think that's the first time I've ever seen Niclas run out of time.
Yeah, both players now missing a turn effectively, both with their orderlies, which, if anything, is slightly refreshing. Over the Top is not a map that you can walk across in a single turn, unless you're incredibly parkour skilled, but even for a pro like Niclas, it can be a bit tricky.
By the way, something I wanted to point out is that there's a strange similarity between these two, because JackZ was invited into Grunt League 2022 for the first time after a last-minute withdrawal, which had him join the tournament when the tournament had already begun. And he finished in second place of that tournament, and kind of the same happened to Niclas, where he was invited by the community in League 2022, main league, not Grunt League, after he's shown his skills in rank up, and he also finished second in League last year.
It's a magic number.
Yeah. He was knocked out by Fox. Meanwhile, JackZ was knocked out by Axby 94, which ended up being just on top of him in Group B. I remember their match being very close, so imagine Axby wouldn't have qualified if that had went the other way.
So
even
true,
though you said that JackZ got their win late.
Yeah, those final 2 weeks picked up those wins, but that was a hefty 80 damage with a double jetpack bazooka combo from Niclas there on the paratrooper. Meanwhile, JackZ's other para, who of course is finally taking his turn, because not all pigs have taken their turns yet, but it's been fairly slow so far. We do have the beautiful net play messages on screen, which is a little bit annoying, but as you mentioned, I think in the tutorial you can get rid of those messages.
Yeah, which Niclas doesn't seem to be doing. I'm assuming he recorded, so.
But either way,
it's fine.
As expected with Over the Top, we have a cluster of... I mean, you can see from the minimap alone how offensive Niclas is being with his pigs. He's pushing them pretty far into JackZ's side. If it were me, I mean, I'm a very defensive player, so I'd kind of be keeping my pigs in place. I'd be going heavy on the heavy weapons, but this should be the first kill of the game here.
Jesus Christ. Now I understand why you're so methodical with the slippery tiles.
Yep, they are.
And speaking of which, there's another precedent, if you will, between those two on Bridge the Gap last year, which would be map 3 today, I think.
Yes, it is.
It was one of the most ingenious breaking of a map I've ever seen. And Niclas was just basically able to cross to the other side in 2 moves. And just JackZ couldn't do anything but watch as Niclas's close-range combat pigs just stormed his entire team.
Yeah. Considering that I'm in his group, that's the one thing I'm slightly terrified about facing him is when you go into a game... That's also a beautiful shot, by the way. 42, any splash damage? No.
I'll tell you what, the JackZ might be not in front in this game, but I've practiced with him, and he does know his stuff with heavy weapons.
That's good. Yeah, he's been pretty solid with them so far, minus that the first shot of the game, I should say, with the paratrooper.
Yeah, first shot of the league.
Yeah, but going back to what I was saying about Niclas, that's the one thing I'm slightly terrified about with facing him, is that when you go into any given game, you have some kind of mindset as to how attacking you're going to be and how defensive you might be. But with Niclas, he's so unpredictable. Half the time, I don't know if he's going to come at me or if I'm going to go at him. So when it comes to our matchup, who knows? But that is going to be a skip turn. Orderly is dead. And I feel... I don't know. It's still a bit too close. I mean, Niclas has the advantage now with the Orderly, but it's fairly close between these two.
Yeah, I would just like to say that Niclas can't cross over to tranquilize anybody, but that can't be said with Niclas.
Yeah, plus he now has another airburst, which is equally as terrifying. He's picked up both. He's utilizing this skip really nicely to get onto the high ground. I say that as he almost slips off, but yeah, that's...
Will he be able to get a trank out in time? He's going to have to shoot it from a distance.
The fact that Orderly has both mortars and an airburst is, quite frankly, terrifying, but Yeah, with that a gained skip turn and a sapper of all pigs on this map is really not what you want. Unless he can get up close and personal, but that's a long distance to travel. But he is getting the skip and picking up... I have no idea what's
Airburst.
Another airburst, okay. I put these crates on the map, have no idea what's in them. GG pin. Oh, he does have the he does have the bazooka, so he does have long range capabilities anyway.
Yeah, well, I was questioning why he put that sapper here, because the other side would... Ooh, that's way short. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you're able to get your hands on the heavy weapons, it's fine. Then the sapper becomes very powerful, because going up close to him, you don't want to do that, but... Yeah, he needs to make those shots count with the heavy weapons.
The thing is, knowing in advance that Niclas would have crossed from that other side, a sapper on that side, defensively, would have been very good.
Yeah. And again, the fact that even with his paratrooper, he's using that skip jump to get on the high ground, to not waste a single jetpack. Although, did he use them all? He did. Okay, ignore me. I haven't even been paying attention, but... Regardless.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been really showing off for no reason if that was the case.
I mean, I'm sure he could have done that anyway. He would have done that so easily. I know, but he's done it about 3 times.
Doesn't strike me as the type, I'll just say that.
But he's very much in the driving seat with this one, still has many pigs with full health. Got the skip turn, has even more mortars, so now he just needs to concentrate fire onto those 2 pigs in the bottom right. But not before maneuvering his heavy weapons into a strong defensive position, I assume, unless he's going to look to go on the high ground as well. I doubt it, but could be wrong. I think he's going to remain.
I was going to say, I do know a way of consistently hitting that pig because it's a speedrun position.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a pig in the actual mission 16 there, but probably.
I think Niclas knows it too. Jesus.
Oh, no, it's the other way around. It's the enemy is where Niclas was standing.
Oh, right, okay. But even so, the full 50...
That was a beautiful 50,
damage,
yeah.
Full 50 onto the gunner. It's very demoralizing. Again, paratrooper, orderly, and gunner, all full health. And it feels like nowhere is safe. Even with a beautiful, cozy trench in front of you, nowhere is safe when Niclas is on the battlefield.
Yeah, and... probably not thinking about it, when you just got hit with a 50 in that position, you might as well just get away. And that is another beautiful mortar, by the way, 47. And I would say knock him down is a good thing, but you know, we've already said it too many times again. It doesn't matter.
Would have been more handy on the other side, I think. But I thought he was going to get the double damage between those two, maybe plonk the mortar in between. But yeah, just hits the orderly almost square in the face, but 47 damage is a good hefty chunk. And I suspect we're going to see some more poison in just a second.
And also the fact that Niclas is playing this as his first map in the season is just going to influence every other over the top after this one. Now everyone who watches this match knows there's these skips, I guess.
It's now the cat is out of the bag, or the hog is out of the bag, I should say, but that's a solid airburst as well. I mean, the last time I played this map competitively was against Jay Warren last season, and...
But it was the old one, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Which, yeah, so I guess I've never played this one competitively, which...
I don't think I have either.
Long may that continue.
Well, the good thing about our map system is that during the course of a group stage, you only play each map once at maximum, so you only get it once, if you even get it.
That'd be true. If I do get it, I hope that it's on like a third round, so I can just stick a bunch of heavies at the end or something.
I suppose. Also, oh yeah, the one thing that it's a big difference between Hogs War League of last season and now is that we have a bunch of new maps. They were introduced in Grunt League, but for Main League, it's something new. We barely had like enough maps to make a group stage last year. Now it's like 30 plus or something?
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact number.
No, there's many. I'd like it to be more, but of course, not all of them are significantly balanced. And
I'd say the current number is more than fine. It does provide you with enough variety. If Niclas wasn't breaking all of them, but you know,
Rip Hill base. So sad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it wasn't great to begin with, and the only thing that made it interesting was just completely destroyed by the skips. So
Yeah, that split between the two. And speaking of splits, we've got a massive grouping. He's going to use all 3 jetpacks.
makes sense. That paratrooper is basically dead.
Yeah, minimizing the damage on his own sapper, but looking to say fuck it and get the big damage anyway. Kills himself in the process.
He got unlucky there. He got knocked out by from the parachute when he was using his last jetpack. We know that when that happens, you get a couple of seconds where you can't control your pig. So that was a bit unlucky from JackZ.
Yeah, and again, it's for me as a viewer, but also as a player, it's still so demoralizing when you've done all of that damage, but you still have 2 full health pigs. It's just. How do you approach this? I mean, the Para's got the roller grenades. He is out of jetpacks, but when you've got a gunner on 90 HP and a sapper who's not too healthy, I don't know.
Not to talk about when you suddenly notice that there's a scout that you haven't done any damage to.
Yeah, that one too. Only 23, but still, it's just whittling down JackZ's health. More crates coming in. And down to 67 HP now. You've got to bring out those mortars. I would look to just... I'd honestly try and target the Para, because you still don't really want to damage your own sapper with any kind of splash damage. But I think he might be looking at that scout anyway. Orderly is on 33.
Orderly, yeah.
It is tempting, but again, you want to keep your health up as much as possible, because you've got about 117 HP. Or 127, I should say. But kills his pig anyway. Oh, not quite, sorry. I'm not good at maths.
Oh, no, the medic is dead.
Medic's dead, that's the one I was looking for. His pig's now on like 13 health. What is math? What are numbers? I don't know, but he's still going to skip his turn.
Yeah.
I think maybe he was trying to bank on dealing the extra splash damage and removing the skip. Speaking of skip.
And that's another freeze.
Oh, what a transition.
Oh, well, that was a disconnection. But yeah, that's Niclas's transitions, by the way.
That's beautiful. Love it.
But no, I think what happened there, that he realized that he was going to skip with his sapper, and then it would be out to the medic again, which would have then dealt another trank. So he was like, heck, fuck it, I'm just going to kill the medic.
Yeah, at least he did get the kill, but that's going to be another... beautiful hit, 46, no splash damage, but down...
Jesus Christ, if Niclas is getting good with mortars as well, I think we have no chance.
Or just be thankful you're in Group A, I guess, but even so.
I mean, as thankful as I can be in a group where I'm not even sure I'll qualify.
Yeah, and this is going to be an easy poison for another skip as well. So effectively this round is going to Niclas, because 21's the magic number.
Yeah, safe to say. But I'm interested to see Chill Hill, because I just desperately wanted to see a battle of 2 non-skipping players on this map, and just it is a bit disappointing, even though you can't blame Niclas, of course. We're just joking about it.
Yeah. I don't know, but he should clean up here. I guess going into Chill Hill with the advantage. I mean, he will be going first as well, because it was JackZ that went first. Roll grenades, only just getting the damage necessary, but taking round 1. Oh,
that screams for a music edit.
Sick MLG shot.
Editing brain, you know that how that works.
Let's stick around for round 2. So welcome back, everybody, to round 2. Moving on to Chill Hill here between Niclas and JackZ. As you can see, we've got the double paratrooper lineup with the double sappers and a single scout in the middle. Meanwhile, JackZ is running with the para. He's now coming with the grenadier and the medic, a sapper and a scout. So even distribution. ADB, I think you can already kind of see what Niclas is going to go for here, considering we have artilleries on the mound.
I'm assuming he's going to go for... 1 artillery, and he's going to try to destroy the other. Even though we know that's... I mean, it's not useless, but it can be easily countered by taking the F-Rain airstrike and destroying the other artillery yourself. Yeah. So, yeah, that's basically what the meta has come around in Chill Hill. I mean, it's one of those maps that has been there since the very beginning, so... I remember I played it. I think I played the first match on Chill Hill. It was back in Rank Up 2020 with Kasparak. That is a trip down the memory lane.
Yeah, last from the past, Jesus. But it will be Niclas to go first, and as expected, he's going to go, I imagine, for the higher... No, he's going for the lower positioned artillery.
It was a terrible game, by the way. I blasted myself with a bazooka a couple times.
You live and you learn.
Going back to the present.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. So he's not looking to hit the other artillery with damage. He's going for the full-on 1,000-pound shell onto the grenadier, which is a good move because that will leave him vulnerable for a poison. If he can get the damage, 75 is not enough.
75, he's not staying up.
Yeah, so we are going to see an artillery battle, but I'm curious now as to whether JackZ is going to get in and damage the other artillery or go for somebody else, because that's always the debate in my mind whenever I play.
There's a lot of possibilities you can. Oh yeah, there's also this guy here. Oh, that's Sapper. That Sapper is in a dangerous position. But he's gonna go for the artillery.
He's in a tasty position, you should say. I'm surprised.
Ooh, I don't know if he's got enough time to shoot. I'm gonna take a guess and say he's gonna do the F-frame thing. Why would you not lead on top of the artillery?
Yeah, that is a bit strange. He's got to try and get a shot away onto the other artillery. Low angle, not
doesn't.
Right. No, doesn't.
Oh
get it
no damage.
So unlucky.
Yeah, there were a few discrepancies in this turn. He probably either noticed that Sapper was in a very bad position. He could have gone for the kill there, actually.
Interestingly, nobody picking up any health yet. That's still going to be lounging around. I'm sure Niclas is probably going to grab this F-rain and then grab the health.
Yeah. Ironically, Niclas is using a jetpack to get it, even though there is a very known skip.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
you know,
I think just
with his position, it wasn't going to work.
Yeah, for the time limit available.
And also, using the F-rain that way assures that you get both the middle flames and the side flames on top of the artillery. That's another very neat trick.
Tips from Niclas, I suppose. And yeah, that is absolute destruction. So, didn't even get to deal any damage with that artillery shot with the
artillery,
shell.
yeah. And now there's no way to destroy Niclas's artillery.
But with the grenadier still
Tell you
alive,
what.
I mean, who do you look
Although,
for?
as a result, JackZ gets to move with his grenadier, and I'm not sure if that's a good idea by...
I think he's going to look to maybe delete the scout, perhaps? Try and nudge him into the minefield? Because if you can hit him with a heavy, with a high explosive, I should say, it's an easy nudge.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he just needs to get this on target to stay in this. Because he is very much on the back foot now. Is that enough?
That's
to
a
get
bit
over the
too
hill?
far.
It's decent.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a slide.
Oh, but that's gonna touch the mine. That's enough. Yes.
Beautiful. So it's...
I realized as he was sliding, that's the way that slide goes. Usually, the pig sliding usually touches just one mine, which shoves him back out of the minefield. But in this case, the cluster had done enough damage to make him go under half of his health, and that triggers the insta-kill.
Hashtag next season we move that spawn point.
Well, no, because that's only doable with a cluster.
I know. It's just one of those things, and at Chill Hill, standing anywhere, nowhere is safe. Let's be honest.
Yeah, of course. And does Niclas have any other scouts? I don't think so.
He does not. No, he's come with.
So that was also important. By the way, that's another kill, probably. Wait, does he survive?
Safe? He lives.
Oh my God, he survives. One more mine is all he needed to die, but I was gonna say the kill on the scout is important, also because now his grenadier can't be poisoned.
Yeah, he's gonna substitute the healing on the para for the Gren, which is a good move.
And if he manages to trank the para, there could be a chance that his grenadier takes another turn.
That is very
He's
true.
going somewhere else.
I don't know, I'm still just very worried about the artillery health and who he's going to kind of designate to be the destroyer. He does have the single sapper, and I think that is also
That is a nice move, because... Oh, okay,
Minus
slides
the
a little bit.
push.
The artillery is useless, kind of useless, if there's nobody around it to hit, and by body blocking the sapper there, he kinda made his own medic safe.
Yeah, for a brief moment.
Yeah, but as I said, if he had tranquilized the paratrooper, I think it would have been a better move because of putting the pressure on Niclas to kill the Grenadier somehow.
True, but then you would have had the grouping up of both medic and.
Well, he could have gone up the hill and shot the train from there.
It still would have been a bit iffy, I think, from those positions. But could we?
I'm a complicated player, I know.
Oh, is he in?
Oh, that's a kill. That's a kill.
Oh my god, shrapnel's disgusting.
Wait, how much was he on? Why was he on 55 after the hit?
He was on 125, I believe.
Fine. Okay, so that was a 70, which is just enough to trigger the insta-kill again.
Yeah, and he did it. He did just enough knockback to shove him over the hill. That was beautiful. I'm going to see a
crazy.
I think so.
This is much more interesting than Over the Top so far, but that's
So
to be
far,
expected
yeah.
with Chill Hill.
There's a lot more avenues to it. You put in the artilleries, and now I would look to.
Just in the middle of these two.
Yeah.
Nice Pecky's move, which is also, since he's playing in yellow, that's also nice.
Yeah, you can get the kill on the other para if he wants to, just to clean up. That's probably the best move. If it were you,
What do you use, though?
would you jump out and get those crates and then jump back in again?
I think that's a mistake if he does it.
Yeah.
Jack still has his medic.
He's thinking about it. Yeah, I think he heard.
Yeah.
You. In the past. Whoa. No,
Yeah, but that's
seriously,
the thing. Which one do you use here? There's not much.
I would just get rid of him.
Good
Yeah,
options.
that's too far. That's way too far.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay,
32
HP.
is on
He's
one,
got-
but he just gets on the mine.
My
Woo.
god. Oh.
Yeah,
No,
there you go. The Grenadier.
But going back to my previous point, ADB, if you were in that artillery then, would you have jumped out and collected all those crates and then jumped back
Yes.
in again? Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. I think Niclas got tunnel vision for a second there.
Yeah, he was unsure on what to do and just got it. That was so incredibly close. But the Grenadier is still alive and kicking, and if he can get a big hit here on anybody besides the artillery, that would be a huge
Yeah,
plus.
I think JackZ is still in the game if he manages to get a good hit on this para.
Yeah, but there is still the 20 HP health crate just sat there as well, so that's going to negate some
I don't
damage.
understand. Oh, that's just 47 damage.
47, I can't do math.
Yeah, I don't understand the reasoning behind going up there, to be completely honest.
Is he waiting for the airburst? Because that comes later on, doesn't it?
Either that, or he just was struggling to find a better position where he could be shot on the minefield. But he's so low on health anyway that it doesn't matter, really.
Yeah, I guess Niclas is gonna doubly make sure that this pig is dead. Don't forget he doesn't have a scout anymore, so there won't be any poisons involved. Needs to get this away just about.
Oh, that was gonna be a juicy 25, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I was thinking he was gonna do the scoop, but never mind.
Actually, since the medic is next, he could have used the poison shell
So many
to poison
crates.
him.
My goodness. I mean, you've got the body back on the other side, so all he can really
And
do...
now the medic has tons of
Oh
weapons.
my god, all he can really do though is stick with the sapper or go for the para. You've got the body block on the other side of the map.
Just body block anybody right now. That's the main priority.
If you had a shrapnel, then I'd say go for the artillery, but
That is a good move. But body blocking and tranking the guy that just has moved. Although I think, yeah, this guy was gonna miss now.
yeah, so bringing his medic along has really proven to be worthwhile. I would
He's
now
got a
go
scout.
ahead, collect the health crate, and come back and shoot this guy in the face. Because just stick with the body blocks. I mean, it's not going to matter because the sapper's going to take his turn, but the health, bumping this guy up to 160. Again, I'm still so surprised that the health crate has lasted this long.
I mean, it's just a 20. It kind of makes sense. I think this game is still on, even though JackZ seems to be on the back foot with just one medic. That's another beautiful Becky's move there.
I think with the poisons and the med alive, he's almost
With
got the advantage.
all the stuff that the medic has collected as well. Remember that?
Yeah, exactly. If the para had got that and then jumped back in the artillery, it would be a completely different game.
He only needs to think about what to do with the artillery. And what I would do is just focus on everybody else and leave the artillery alone. It's eventually going to run out of weapons.
That's true, yeah. But then if as Niclas in the artillery, who I was gonna say, who do you go for? And I guess the medic is the primary target now that the body block's not there.
Yeah. Oh, and as you can see, Niclas had to take a risk there. That mine was already triggered, and I knew this was going to happen. So,
it just scares me
like I said before, the sliding on that part of the map is always the same. So
I know,
it
still scares me. I still don't trust it. Having slipped on this map before. Six jetpacks. What is this?
Exactly.
Oh my god. So
he doesn't even want to kill this paratrooper. Oh, he's going to slide all the way there.
All the way down, but he just needs to hit him with like a high explosive or something. Or just get the skip. JackZ is on point right now.
Yeah, he didn't even want to kill that paratrooper. He was still tranquilized. He still has to skip.
He's not worth it.
Yeah, and now it's the artillery's turn. What the heck do you do with the artillery now? I think your best bet is to poison the medic. I think.
Yeah, I suppose. Or just say fuck it. Yeah, just go for damage. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you can see that the fact that JackZ is still in the game. Niclas knows it. Niclas is starting to take risks with damage.
Yeah, but still with 160 HP scout. Yeah, now that he's dealt 57 onto his own sapper. And both sappers are poisoned as well. It just brings the health total down, so a possibility of a skip is edging ever closer. If we can ever see what's the sapper's health? Show us, Jack. Show us. 115 on one sapper. What's the other guy on?
Yeah, but the medic has just... No, why are you going there?
He's looking to poison all
very
three.
risky.
Okay.
Although, buddy's next, so that's fine, I think. Oh, that's a great move!
Can we get that? No.
Now Niclas is forced to kill this guy. He's gonna skip because of the tranquilizing, and then he's gonna skip because of the poison. That's a great move.
Beautiful. And he's on 46 as well. That's a beautiful number. Oh. Jetpacks will do the rest.
The problem is, the medic is out of poison. Not the medic. The scout is out of poison, and the medic has all the stuff, and he's about to die. So the crucial part about how this is going to end is whether JackZ will be able to collect all the stuff that the medic will leave when he dies.
And he's sticking with I'm not sure why he's sticking with the body block, seeing as he's gonna die anyway. Okay.
I think it's a good idea anyway. Just minimize using the damage on your enemy. The sapper is going to skip now, I think. No. Okay. I need to write down the turns when I'm commentating.
He's got 105, so I would just look to kill the med here, which will then remove.
Yeah, he's standing next to a sapper that's tranquilized. So I wouldn't really care about killing him.
Yeah. Just negate that turn skip, so it's only down to 1. He does still have the self-heal.
Oh, he's got a self-heal.
Yeah, he picked that up.
That changes things.
Picked it up earlier in the game. Haven't seen many of those used on this map.
Yeah, but they can be useful in the right situation, which is one of these. JackZ will have to play out carefully to make that guy skip. Let's see. So the sapper dies first. That means that the crates are safe, and JackZ needs to immediately come here to collect them. Yep. They are essential for his chances to turn this around. He needs to move away from here, which leaves the paratrooper on 8 alone. That's a guaranteed turn skip for Niclas.
Yeah, and considering that the other sapper hasn't used his stealth heal, is still poisoned, you need to basically sink all the damage. And he has a medical ball for himself as well, just in case.
That's great. That just cancels the...
And jetpack, so he could potentially... I mean, he's got 10 seconds, but in the next 2 turns, he could get another skip. Or even in this one, I don't know.
Yeah, use the grenade.
Got 6 of those as well, so 80 damage on the cards here. He will get this...
Oh, I'll say, okay. Is that fine? That's fine. He's not next, so that's fine.
And this needs to be a good hit with the final default shell. Goes with the F-rain. That's so... It's unreliable. Will it deal the damage?
Yeah, to be honest...
I think it was.
How much was it? I think it was just 125.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
So we're gonna have 2 turn skips here.
But that is a good move by Niclas. That is a good move. I'll tell you why. because Niclas is going to skip 2 turns in a row now. If JackZ can hit the shot, but the missed turns are going to mean absolutely nothing for JackZ because he needs the last guy to get out of the artillery. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He can try again if he successfully does this. He couldn't do anything to the artillery anyway.
True. So it's effectively now just a 1v1. He just needs to get this on target.
Yeah, he's...
No!
Oh no!
Once again. So is that going to be more damage? Niclas can just say, screw you. Oh, he could do self-heal, but that might complicate things.
He could do self-heal. He could also...
He needs to obliterate himself here, otherwise he...
Yeah, he does. Otherwise, JackZ will collect the self-heal.
Yeah, runs the risk.
I was thinking the same thing.
He's just gonna probably have to blast himself in the minefield. He needs to get this in the right place. And... it's good, by the looks of it. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of damage, but he doesn't slide back in.
Oh, I think it's over now. Paratrooper inside of the artillery, I think he's still full health, so that makes it over. Just that amount of damage that JackZ took from his turn, I don't know if Niclas could have won if JackZ had nailed that grenade launcher. Because, think about it. He only has 1 more shell, and then JackZ can just stay away, so Niclas is going to be forced to get out of the artillery if he doesn't want to, like, I don't know, get a draw.
Yeah, well, he definitely memorized his position on the mini map there, but the mine shell obviously not reaching the target, so he does still have 1 more chance to deal damage here. And I'm not sure on the jetpack maneuver, but if he wants to get on top, no, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, maybe he wants to hide next to the artillery.
I mean, maybe, but
that would force Niclas to go.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on this.
Maybe he thinks that moving the artillery... Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, he's poisoned himself, so how on earth?
Oh, that's it's very hard to watch. Now, just a little bit more of experience with dealing with this situation could have made JackZ win this.
Yeah, I think if his previous turn, if he'd maybe kind of moved a bit closer, hidden, and then used the jetpack to get on top of the artillery. Because he's looking to deal damage, and again, I would still hide. I would just hide and force Niclas to jump out.
Bait him out, yeah.
But then again, he is poisoned, so Niclas can just comfortably sit
Does
in
that
there.
even work? I don't think it does.
It does. He's waiting. He's letting the poison do the work. And
I mean, he could have gone out and just shot a bazooka straight down to make him skip. So, yeah, that's gonna happen now. But yeah, just to finish up the thing about earlier is that when Niclas would have gone out of the artillery, would still full health paratrooper, but the scout would have had so many weapons to mess him up. So I think Niclas dodged the bullet with this one.
He did, and it came down to the last paratrooper, 90 HP, and yet again, Niclas takes this game 2-0.
Yeah, but very well played by JackZ, especially in the second game. He's shown us that he's not a dummy, he's not here by chance, he's here to fight.
Indeed, much like everyone else in Group A and B. It's going to be a spicy time, but we hope you guys enjoyed and indeed can join us for the rest of the league matches in this Week 1 set. But for now, that's going to wrap it up.
Bye!